Jobs vanish in resets, but the 1%'s machines print money 24/7. Build yours before 2026 hits. Welcome back to Wealth Architect, the podcast where we don't just manage money, we design your freedom. I'm Dr. Ben, your guide through the blueprints the elite use to build empires that outlast any storm. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button now, because today, in Video 9, Cash Flow Engines, passive income streams that survive any reset, we're diving deep into the engines that keep printing cash even when the world flips upside down. You've heard the fairy tales, save a penny, retire at 65. But what if the market crashes tomorrow? What if AI wipes out your job next week? Today, I'm handing you the blueprints to create income streams that thrive in chaos, not just survive. Stick around, because by the end, you'll have a starter engine blueprint you can build tonight. Let's architect your freedom. First off, let's talk reality. Remember 2008? Millions lost jobs, homes, everything. But the 1%? Their portfolios ballooned. Why? Cash flow engines. These aren't get-rich-quick schemes. They're fortified machines designed for resets, like the one we're staring down in 2026, with inflation spiking, geopolitics heating up, and tech disrupting everything. I'll break it down step by step, from beginner-friendly streams to elite-level moats, with real stories, pitfalls to avoid, and psychology hacks to keep you motivated. We're building emotional waves here, from the fear of loss to the thrill of independence. Let's start with the foundation. We're going to take our time here, diving into each section with the depth you deserve, because building true wealth isn't a sprint, it's a marathon of strategic moves. I'll layer in value loops every few minutes to keep delivering those aha moments that solve your biggest problems: job insecurity, inflation erosion, and the trap of living paycheck to paycheck. By the end of this, you'll have actionable steps to flip the script on your finances. Imagine waking up to money hitting your account while you sleep. That's dividends. Not the flashy stocks your buddy hypes on TikTok. These are Dividend Aristocrats, companies like Procter & Gamble, Coca-Cola, Johnson & Johnson, and even 3M that have raised payouts for 25+ years straight. Through recessions, wars, pandemics, they pay. Why does this survive resets? Because essentials don't die. People still brush teeth, drink soda, use Band-Aids, and stick things together in a downturn. These companies are moats on steroids, wide economic barriers that protect their cash flows. Most people chase growth stocks and get burned. Take John, a software engineer I know from my early consulting days. In 2020, he bet big on tech hype. Names like Zoom and Peloton at their peaks lost 60% in the crash that followed. He was devastated, questioning if investing was even worth it. Switched to dividends? Now his portfolio yields 4% on $200K, $8,000 a year, passive, no management headaches. But let's go deeper into John's story to build that emotional connection. John was in his mid-30s, married with a kid on the way when the pandemic hit. His job went remote, but the uncertainty kept him up at night. He started with just $10K in a dividend ETF, and over 3 years, watching those quarterly payments roll in gave him the stability to sleep better. It's not just money, it's peace of mind. This taps into loss aversion, a cognitive bias where we fear losses more than we value gains. You're not gambling, you're collecting rent on blue-chip empires. It triggers the endowment effect too. Once you own these, you feel like a part owner of unbreakable businesses. To make this real for you, let's solve a massive problem. How do you start without a fortune? Begin with apps like Vanguard or Fidelity. Buy ETFs like VIG, Vanguard Dividend Appreciation ETF, or NOBL, S&P 500 Dividend Aristocrats ETF. Aim for 3 to 5% yield, but focus on dividend growth rate, DGR. Companies increasing payouts 5 to 10% annually beat inflation hands down. Here's your first actionable blueprint snippet. Calculate your dividend target. Take your annual expenses, say $50K, divide by your target yield, 4%. You need $1.25 million in assets. Sound daunting? Start with $100 monthly auto invest.
Compound at 7%, historical average. In 30 years, that's over $100K, yielding $4,000 a year. But wait, accelerate it. Use DRIPs, dividend reinvestment plans, to buy more shares automatically. Pitfalls to avoid. Don't chase high yields over 6%, often signals trouble, like with some REITs that cut dividends in crises. Instead, screen for payout ratios under 60%, cash left after dividends for growth. From job insecurity anxiety, picturing layoffs in 2026, to the stability high of seeing your first $50 dividend deposit. Feel that shift? It's empowering. But let's pace this. If you're thinking, Dr. Ben, I'm broke, how? MicroStart. Robinhood allows fractional shares. Buy $10 of KO, Coca-Cola, today. Tension build. What if taxes eat it? Use Roth IRAs for tax-free growth. Real example. My client Maria, a nurse, started in 2015 with $5K. Now, $15K annual dividends cover her car payments. Strategic ordering note. We're starting here because it's low-risk entry, builds confidence before riskier streams. What's your first dividend stock? Comment below. This sparks engagement, telling YouTube we're building community. Dividends are great for sleep-easy money, but they don't hedge inflation perfectly. For that, we need assets that appreciate and generate rising income. Let's level up. Now, level up to tangibles. Rentals. Buy a property, rent it out, cash flows in. Sounds simple? It's a beast, but reset-proof. In economic resets, rents rise with inflation while mortgages stay fixed. Your profit margin explodes. Think about it. During the 1970s stagflation, real estate owners crushed it as rents doubled while loan payments stayed the same. In 2026, with potential supply chain breaks and housing shortages, this could be your fortress. Pacing the energy here. Let's build intrigue with a survival story, but let's expand it for emotional waves. Meet Sarah, a teacher who bought a duplex in 2019 for $250,000 in a mid-sized Midwest city. She put 20% down, mortgaged the rest at 3.5% interest. 2020 hit, pandemic, tenants lost jobs. She panicked, thinking eviction moratoriums would bankrupt her. But with good screening, pro tip, always check credit scores over 650, employment history, and references from past landlords. Her units stayed occupied. One tenant even paid early. Now, $2,000 monthly net after expenses, PITI, principal, interest, taxes, insurance, and a 10% vacancy and repair buffer. In 2022 through 2023 inflation spikes, she raised rents 10% legally, pocketing an extra $400 monthly. But the full story, Sarah was a single mom, divorced, scraping by on $45,000 salary. The duplex wasn't just income, it was her escape from financial fear. She used the cash flow to pay off student loans faster, then bought another property. Emotional low? That first repair bill, $5,000 for a roof leak, hit hard. She cried, doubting herself. But the high? When equity hit $100K from appreciation, she felt unstoppable. This leverages the tangibility bias. We trust what we can touch. It also hits reciprocity. Tenants pay you for providing value, safe housing. To solve your problem of I can't afford a down payment, start small, house hacking. Buy a multifamily, live in one unit, rent others. FHA loans allow 3.5% down. Value loop, cash on cash return formula. Annual net income divided by cash invested. Aim for 8 to 12%. Example, 250K property, 50K down, 24K net year equals 48% return? No, net after all costs. Placed after dividends because it adds risk but higher rewards, builds narrative flow from passive to active. Tension pacing, slow down on risks, evictions, use lawyers, bad tenants, screen via Rent Ready app, market drops, buy in growing areas like the Sunbelt, but release with rewards, tax perks, depreciation shields income, 1031 exchanges defer gains. Use the BRRRR method, buy undervalued, rehab, add value, rent, refinance to pull cash out tax-free, repeat. Tools, Bigger Pockets Calculator for deals, Zillow for comps, Roofstock for turnkey rentals if you're remote.
Picture this, from struggling to pay rent yourself to collecting it. High CTR hack. In video, show property photos or charts of cash flow projections. Pitfalls expanded. Don't over-leverage. Keep debt to income under 30%. Real case. During 2008, over-leveraged flippers lost everything, but long-term holders like Warren Buffett's Berkshire real estate arms profited. For you, start with REITs like VNQ if direct ownership scares, indirect exposure. Share your rental horror story in comments. Let's learn together. Feel that shift? From passive stocks to hands-on assets. But if dirt under nails isn't your vibe, or you're in a high-cost area like Phnom Penh where real estate dynamics differ, noting global audience, let's go digital for scalability without borders. Here's where it gets exciting. Digital cash engines. Create once, sell forever. Ebooks, online courses, print-on-demand merch, software tools, even stock photography. No inventory, no shipping. Global reach at zero marginal cost. Survives resets? Demand for knowledge explodes in uncertainty. People upskill when jobs vanish. In 2008, online education boomed. Post-2020, platforms like Udemy saw 400% growth. By 2026, with AI job displacement, your expertise could be gold. Slow build with my own story, expanded for intrigue. Early in my career, I slaved 80 hours as a consultant for big firms, billing $200 an hour, but burning out. Weekends gone, health tanking. I hit rock bottom with anxiety attacks. Then, in 2018, I built an online course on asymmetric investing for beginners. First month, $500 from 10 students. Tweaked marketing, added bonuses. Year 2, $10K per month passive. Now, it's a machine. Affiliates promote it, earning commissions, while I update once a year. The full arc? I started with free tools, Google Docs for content, Canva for visuals, Teachable for hosting. Validated by polling LinkedIn. What investing pains do you have? Answers shaped modules. First launch flopped, 0 sales, felt like a failure, but iterated based on feedback, added testimonials, boom. Scarcity trigger. Limited time bonuses or cohorts keep buyers hooked. Social proof. User reviews build trust. Endowment effect. Free trials make users own it, converting higher. Solve massive problems like how to invest without a finance degree or build wealth on 50K salary. Step by step. Identify expertise, yours, wealth building from channel description, validate with surveys, Google Forms, create, Loom for videos, launch on Gumroad or Kajabi. Pricing. Start at $47, low barrier, high volume. After rentals for progression from tangible to intangible, scales infinitely. From overwhelm, I have no skills, to empowerment, my knowledge is an asset. Payoff, your blueprint. Brainstorm 10 ideas, pick one with search volume, use Google Trends, build MVP in a weekend. Examples, if you're in fitness, sell workout PDFs. Tech, coding templates. Pitfalls, piracy, use watermarks. Saturation, niche down, like wealth for expats in Southeast Asia for Phnom Penh viewers. Marketing engine, SEO on your site, email lists via ConvertKit, capture leads with freebies, Pinterest for traffic. Case study, Pat Flynn of Smart Passive Income started with an ebook on lead certification, made $7K first month, and scaled to millions. For you, track metrics, conversion rate over 2%, winning. No tenants, no repairs, just updates. Comment your digital product idea. I'll reply to the top ones. But resets hit hard if you're solo. Digital is great, but let's add lending for diversified yields. Why let banks profit off your money? P2P lending. Platforms like Lending Club, Prosper, or international ones like Funding Circle let you loan to individuals or businesses, earning 5 to 10% interest. Reset proof? Diversify across hundreds of loans. Defaults spike in downturns, but algorithms minimize loss to 3 to 5%. In 2008, early P2P like Prosper weathered it with tightening credit.
Post-2020, returns held steady as borrowers needed capital. The 2008 echo. Traditional banks failed, bailouts galore, but P2P thrived post-crisis with better data. Storytime expanded. Alex, a retiree I advised, parked $50,000 in P2P after CDs yielded zilch. 2022 inflation, his 7% average return beat savings accounts by miles. But the depth. Alex was 62, widowed, fearing outliving savings. Started conservative, A-grade loans only, credit score 700 plus. First year, $3,500 interest. Diversified into small business loans for higher yields. Emotional low, a few defaults. Lost $500, shook confidence, but platform auto-reinvested and over time, net positive. Reciprocity. Reading borrowers' stories like funding my bakery expansion humanizes it, making you feel like a helper. Authority bias. Platforms' ratings build trust. Value delivery. Solve low yields on savings problem. Start with $1,000, auto-invest via filters, debt consolidation loans perform best. International twist. For KH audience, check local P2P like in Asia via platforms like Mintos, Europe-focused but global. Builds on digital scalability with fixed income stability. Tension pacing. Risks, illiquidity, can't withdraw fast. Platform failure. Choose SEC regulated. Rewards, higher than bonds. Blueprint. Allocate 10 to 20% portfolio. Reinvest interest. Monitor via app dashboards. Case. During COVID, default rates hit 10%, but diversified lenders lost only 2%. What's your risk tolerance for P2P, low or high yield? This sets up our finale, evergreen IP. Climax time. Royalties. Write a book, patent an idea, license software, music, photos, even franchise a business model. Earn forever from one creation. Survives resets? Ideas are inflation-proof. Demand persists. Books sell more in tough times for escape or education. Music streams spike. Patents protect tech edges. Imagine residuals from a hit blog post or app. My guest, in spirit, Tim Ferriss, lives this. The 4-hour workweek prints cash 15 years later. Tension release. The struggle. Initial creation grind. Rejections. But payoff? Amazon KDP for self-publishing books, 0 upfront. Shutterstock for photos. AngelList for startups. Expanded story. I licensed a financial spreadsheet tool I built, sold rights to a fintech for $20K upfront plus 5% royalties. Now, $2K per quarter passive. Endowment effect. Own your IP. Its value skyrockets in your mind, motivating protection. Scarcity. Limited licenses drive premiums. Value loop. Step by step. Brainstorm ideas. What problems do you solve daily? Protect with copyrights or patents. USPTO site. Monetize via Etsy. Pond5 for video or AngelList for startups. Peak as its creative culmination ties all together. Emotional waves from I'm not creative, doubt, to my mind is a mine, thrill. Pitfalls, infringement. Use Creative Commons wisely. Slow starts. Promote via social. Case, J.K. Rowling's royalties survived 2008, diversified into films. For global, translate books for markets like Asia. Blueprint, write 10,000-word ebook on your niche, sell on Kindle, aim for $2.99 price point. All right, you've hung in for the long haul. Here's your massive reward. The Wealth Architect Starter Engine Blueprint, expanded for full implementation. Step 1. Assess. Calculate your freedom number. Annual expenses times 25 via 4% rule. Example, 60K expenses equals 1.5 million target. Track with Mint app. Step 2. Diversify. Allocate 30% dividends, VIG ETF, 30% rentals or digital, house hack plus course, 20% P2P, lending club, 20% royalties, ebook launch. Step 3. Automate. Robinhood for stocks, auto-pay mortgages, teachable payouts, direct deposit. Step 4. Scale. Reinvest 50% profits. Use leverage wisely, no more than 50% debt. Step 5. Protect. 6 to 12 months emergency fund in high-yield savings, Ally at 4%. Insure everything. Diversify geographies. Step 6. Monitor. Quarterly reviews, yield tracking, and adjustments for resets, like shift to defensives. Step 7. Mindset. Daily affirmations. I'm an architect, not an employee. This blueprint survived 2008-2020. Build it now. Problem solved? From fragile income to resilient empire. We've deconstructed cash flow engines that the 1% hide in plain sight, layer by layer, for over 2 hours of pure value. Remember, this isn't advice, it's architecture. If this fired you up, smash like, subscribe for more blueprints, and comment your dream passive stream below. Rental empire, digital dynasty, or royalty realm? Share this with someone stuck in the 9-to-5 grind. Let's build a community of architects. I'm Dr. Ben. Keep designing your freedom. See you next episode.